Halloween. 13 interesting facts about Halloween. The time really flies fast. Halloween is coming soon. On October 31st, all over the world, people dress up in scary and unusual outfits, light pumpkin lanterns, and begin to celebrate the great and terrible Halloween. Do you know any facts about this interesting and terrifying holiday of the year? Let's talk about the most interesting facts related to this sinister, mysterious, and mythical holiday. Halloween, which can also be known as All Hallows' Eve, is deeply rooted in the past. Firstly, the history of Halloween dates back to the traditions of the Celtic tribes who lived in Ireland and England, and divided the year into a light season of summer and a dark season of winter. At the end of the harvest, on the night of October 31st to November 1st, the Celts celebrated the festival called Samhain, which translated from Old Irish and means the end of summer. This day marked the end of summer and the beginning of a dark, cold winter, a time of year often associated with humans' death. On this day, the border between worlds of the living people and the dead disappears. It was believed that on the night of October 31st, the souls of the dead visit their former homes to warm themselves by the fire. They walk around collecting food and drink donations from the rest of the family. In order not to become the victims of the dead, people dressed up scary costumes and masks so as not to differ from evil spirits. Traditional scary costumes and masks have been used in Halloween celebration for 2,000 years. A certain color palette is associated with Halloween. Orange and black long ago became the traditional colors of Halloween. Orange has its origin in autumn harvest festivals, and orange is the color of mature pumpkin and fallen leaves. Halloween is celebrated at night, which is why black is also commonly used. This is the color of the night, mysticism, and evil spirits that hide in the nightfall. There are also a wide range of other black attributes associated with the holiday. For example, spiders, black cats, bats. In recent years, some other colors have also made their way into the Halloween palette. Purple is seen as the color of witchcraft and mysticism, which is why on Halloween night, there are so many girls walking the streets of cities dressed in purple witch costumes. In addition, red is the color of blood, and green is the color of zombies and an evil witch. These colors are also present in Halloween. Ghosts, skeletons, and skulls are mostly associated with an ominous moon white color. What is your favorite Halloween color? Halloween isn't completed without a sinister pumpkin with glowing eyes. The pumpkin lantern is one of the most recognizable attributes of Halloween. It is traditionally cut from a pumpkin and resembles a head with a scary or funny face. According to Irish legend, a miser and drunkard named Jack once met the devil himself at a bar and tricked the devil into promising never to take his soul. After death, the sinner Jack's soul could not get to heaven. He also had no way to hell, and so he remained wandering the earth. Gave Jack a coal to light the way, which he put in an empty pumpkin. This created a flashlight, known as the Jack-o'-lantern, helped him illuminate his path. Before Halloween, among the many pumpkins, people are looking for their very best pumpkin for decoration or pumpkin pie. Recently, there has been a tradition of contests to grow the largest pumpkin that cannot be found at the sales. For example, American farmer Steve Geddes raised a pumpkin weighing 1,146 kilograms. And in 2016, farmer Matthias Willemans grew a pumpkin weighing 1,190 kilograms and won the European Championship. Other records are related to the carving of a Halloween pumpkin. The fastest was Stephen Clark in 16.47 seconds. He cut out the eyes, nose, ears and mouth from a pumpkin weighing 11 kilograms. The record was recorded on October 31st, 2013, in New York. In addition to the pumpkin, there are several symbols that are associated with Halloween. Iconic Halloween symbols, including black bats flying against the background of the full moon, spiders that everyone is afraid of, black cats, witches, and owls. The black cat also is an important symbol of Halloween. Cats are believed to have a special link with the other world, so be sure to appease your cats. And of course, it is impossible without the witch's attributes: pointed black hats with a wide brim. Brooms are usually seen on Halloween. Have you noticed that there are a lot of Halloween pictures show the full moon? The full moon is considered the time when the dark forces come out of the shadows. So, the full moon makes this holiday gloomy, and the image of a bat against the background of a full moon is familiar to everyone. Even though this is a symbol of the holiday, you rarely can see a full moon ball on Halloween. In recent years, we have seen the full moon on Halloween in 2020 and 2001. The next full moon will light Halloween in 2039. Knock knock, trick or treat. On the night of October 31st, all over the world, thousands of children in costumes of skeletons, mummies, ghosts run from house to house, ring the doorbell and shout, "Trick or treat!" Halloween symbols in the yard and on the house will immediately show if homeowners love to play this game. This is a very cool part of the party. Really, the traditional trick-or-treat formula essentially means, give me a treat, otherwise I will do something nasty to you or your house. Usually, the owners give the children candy or little change. Begging for sweets or trick-or-treating is really just child's play, but some cities in the United States officially banned children over the age of 12 from collecting sweets. Candy is the sweet Halloween attribute. When celebrating Halloween, candy is a very important ingredient, although probably not very healthy in large quantities. In America, where Halloween is celebrated en masse, more than half of Americans plan to hand out candy. This is why $2.7 billion is spent on Halloween candy in the United States. All these candies can be loaded into 6 huge, Titanic-sized ships. Halloween is America's most popular holiday. Together with Christmas, Halloween belongs to the most beloved holidays of Americans. Although Halloween is not a public holiday in the United States, or even a day off, the tradition of the ancient Celts to scare each other and dress up in all sorts of costumes on the last day of October has become almost a national tradition in this country. Houses around US also look unusual during Halloween. Various strange inhabitants appear in them: nets, black cats, witches, devils, as well as pumpkin lamps. Halloween in New York is a large-scale holiday. The largest village Halloween parade is held in New York. It includes 50,000 participants and more than 2 million viewers. Interestingly, the parade began as a simple idea from Greenwich Village resident Ralph Lee to walk from house to house with his children and their friends. When the local theatre found out about it, they turned it into a larger event. And since then, it has become more and more theatrical every year. What costume do you prefer to wear for Halloween? Polls are being conducted to determine the most popular Halloween costumes. Among children, the favourites are the costumes of princesses and superheroes. The survey found that 3.1 million children are planning to dress up as their favourite princess, 2.4 million as their favourite superhero, 2 million as Spider-Man, and 1.4 million as Batman. Adults prefer the costumes of witches, vampires, and zombies, and try to find new ideas. The Halloween parade in New York vividly demonstrates the imagination of the adult participants. The poll also showed that 29 million Americans are planning to dress their pets in Halloween costumes. The most popular costumes for pets are pumpkin and hot dog. Halloween is both a great holiday and a great business. People have learned to do business with everything. Right after Christmas, Halloween is the second most commercial holiday in the United States, with Americans spending nearly $7 billion on Halloween. Most of it going on costumes, gifts, interior decorating, sweets, and of course, pumpkins. Halloween vocabulary. Halloween or Halloween? How to write the name of the holiday correctly? The answer is at the end of the video. Do you love going to masquerade balls to look which ghost has the best dance moves? Want to become a part of any Halloween parade? Then you should learn useful Halloween vocabulary. Jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin, ghost, witch, bat, skeleton, spider, vampire, skull, werewolf, mummy, spooky, graveyard, coffin, zombie, goblin, candy, sweets. Are you ready for Halloween? Enjoy Halloween to the fullest.